It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon and welcome out to Pennsbury High School as we get you set for high school baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. It's the McCaffrey's game of the day. The rivalry is renewed as the Falcons host Neshaminy. And a lot on the line today. Great to have you with us. It is a significant game. The SOL title on the line today. The winner gets that title, and for Pennsbury, it could be back-to-back SOL Patriot Division titles. For Neshaminy, they're trying to capitalize on the momentum they got last season with a semifinal state run. And all comes down to this one. We've had a great time this week with Neshaminy and Pennsbury baseball here on WBCB. Gus Barber and Ben Goldstein with me here for our Trentonian pregame activities. And this series began on Tuesday. We got to head over to Neshaminy, Gus. First game over there at a beautiful facility.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Wonderful hospitality. We thank them for that. And it ended up being a back-and-forth game that was a big win for Neshaminy.
Yeah, huge win for Neshaminy. They threw out their number 2 guy, Matthew Grin. Pennsbury threw out their top guy, Keller Bradley. You saw the scouts out there. You knew it was going to be a big game, and it was back and forth. You really saw each team kind of lock in as the game went on, and both teams were scoring. You saw Neshaminy get an early lead. Pennsbury answered back. Neshaminy answered right back. Then Pennsbury answered back. It was just back and forth, back and forth. You saw Keller Bradley early in the game really settle in, find his rhythm, and then started to unravel a little bit in the 5th inning. Gave up some walks, gave up some hits, gave up the lead, and it looked like it was all well and done for Pennsbury. Neshaminy was fighting their way back, and then Pennsbury was able to come back. Big game from Brendan Zuckerman at the dish. Really helped his squad out with a couple doubles, or I think it was a double, a couple RBIs, and really helped his team come back in that game. And then Neshaminy put the gas right back to the pedal, came back with a spectacular victory off of the top guy for Pennsbury.
Yeah, really great win for Neshaminy. And Ben, this series has gone back and forth with that Neshaminy win on Tuesday and a big bounce back for Pennsbury on Wednesday.
It was not just a bounce back yesterday, Chris. It was a total counterpunch right in the kisser from Pennsbury, a 10-2 win. Neshaminy not doing themselves any favors. They committed 5 errors in the game. And Pennsbury, they went up against Neshaminy's top guy, Chase Bonner, who had not allowed a single earned run. He'd gone his last 14 innings without allowing a hit. And then Pennsbury, they tagged him for 2 runs in the first inning on a Brendan Zuckerman RBI single, and then a throwing error to home plate in which Pierce Perry scored on from third. It kept going. In the 4th inning, they scored 7 runs, a big 2-run double off the bat of Ty Lee. Really fueled the inning. It was an all-around dominant performance by the Pennsbury Falcons yesterday. Owen Hawks had a complete game through 7 innings on just 64 pitches. It was a great day for the Falcons yesterday, and they'll look to ride that momentum into today. And Ty Lee, after the game, he said that after game 1, the Falcons were cool, and that's because their leadership is so great on this team. They were just excited for the opportunity the next day to bounce back, and they did that right there, and they're going to continue it, or look to continue it, into this afternoon, what is this SOL Patriot League Championship game.
Well, both teams will try to maintain their cool today as we get closer to the first pitch. It's all brought to you by Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, BCWSA, Discount Auto, McCaffrey's Food Markets. This is the McCaffrey's game of the day. Thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group for powering portions of today's action, along with DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, the Berg Pizza. And Ty Lee was our DiLorenzo's player of the game in that big Pennsbury bounce-back win on Wednesday, which leads us here to this SOL championship game. Pennsbury coming in with a 16-2 overall record. Neshaminy 14-4, but both teams with just 2 league losses. And so it all comes down to this one, thanks to Fletcher's Garage and America's Mechanic Fred Fletcher. The Trenton Thunder the Trentonian. This is the Trentonian pregame show. The Peruzzi Auto Group with us. Thanks also to the Hun School of Princeton. And we got Jordan Hirsch behind the camera, Gus the Bus Barber doing our video engineering, and Ben Goldstein helping to break down the action. And he will have our DiLorenzo's player of the game, whether it's a Neshaminy player or a Pennsbury player. We talked to Matthew Grin on Tuesday after the Neshaminy win, and it was Ty Lee, the player of the game on Wednesday. And the pitching matchup today, guys, Jared Klingerman going for Neshaminy and Quentin Schaefer for Pennsbury. And this, the way the high school baseball schedule is laid out, we have these 3-game series, and so these teams now very familiar with each other, playing on Tuesday and Wednesday, and Gus probably going potentially deeper into your rotation, into your bullpen today with the starters and with some of the pitchers who might get the baseball in a very, very critical ball game.
Yeah, and when you look at those kind of situations, you look, well, what has these teams dealt with the last couple games with their pitching staff? Pennsbury, they had a complete game from Hawks yesterday.
Right,
so their pitching staff is almost completely fresh. You don't have Hawks in this game because he went the complete game. You probably don't have Bradley either because he was the game 1 starter on Tuesday. He went pretty decent. But besides that, it's all hands on deck for Pennsbury. And when you look at Neshaminy, you have Klingerman starting today. You don't have Grin. You don't have Bonner. You don't have a couple other guys because you had to use some yesterday. It's going to be a big test for the pitching staffs.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Whoever passes the test, looking forward to a great game today on WBCB, and it's amazing when everything comes together, right? We got the rivalry between these two high schools, and such a significant game. The winner here wins a league championship. Also kind of the end of an era, as it's the end of our season. And Ben, in your senior year, wrapping up some of the work you've done with us on WBCB, and we want to thank you for helping us out and being part of our broadcasts, and gave me an extra reason to be excited about today's game and to see, how everything plays out here.
Well, we still have Monday senior recognition. Coming up for the baseball team, so that'll be fun. And then we'll see what happens come playoff time here on BCB and the Pennsbury Falcons. So I appreciate the kind words. We still got some baseball to play, some games to call. But
all right, that's the right attitude.
It is.
He's got the Kobe mentality.
He's got the right answer to the test again.
We still got games to play.
Excellent.
So.
And Ben Gus talking about how everything's coming together today. We got a big game, and this is like perfect high school baseball weather.
Yeah.
The temperatures are in the low to mid 60s. Oh, right at 65 degrees as we get to first pitch.
Yeah,
in a little bit. Sunshine.
Not too many clouds in the sky. The sun's out, not too windy. You literally could not script it any better weather for today's game. The wind going out to center field a little bit, so it's going to help the batters. We've seen a lot of hard hit balls in the outfield that's kind of died from the wind, so maybe we'll see possibly a long ball today with this wind and how beautiful the conditions are.
Well, Tuesday it was super hot and windy, not a cloud in the sky. Yesterday, cloudy, pretty windy. Today, a little bit of breeze, sunny, not as hot, not too cold. Perfect culmination for this series finale.
And the loser here is going to be a bitter loss because you lose that SOL championship opportunity. But the season's certainly not over for either of these teams. And talking about the pitchers, how about these offenses, Gus? The Pennsbury Falcons averaging more than 10 runs per game. That may have been knocked down a little bit recently, but Neshaminy averaging around 8 runs per game. I mean, both of these teams have managed to generate offense, whether it's the long ball, whether it's extra base hits, or whether it's just passing the bat to the next guy in the lineup. They've found different ways to get it done and be successful. I mean, that's why the Falcons have amassed 16 wins, and the Redskins got 14 victories, and both of them have basically swept everybody in the league.
It's a Falcons team that obviously the runs average is hurt a little bit, but they're still averaging 11.2 runs a game, this Falcon squad is. So still averaging over double digits a game. That is a really, really good season. But you look on the other side, the Skins, they're averaging 7.9, 8 runs a game as well. So you've seen that coming into the series. It's still around the same one going into this final game, the rubber match. And man, oh man, whoever wins this game is going to be a champ. So that is great to hear.
I mean, we got beautiful weather, a significant game, a wonderful crew here, and it's great to have you with us as we get ready for first pitch from Vic Napolitano Field. And today's game brought to you by the Peruzzi Auto Group. For complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group for value and service on all makes and models. All right, hold on a second. I better make way because we are going to honor America with the national anthem. Don't want to step on that, as we also will rise and remove our caps here and get closer to the first pitch. It's the McCaffrey's game of the day. The Pennsbury Falcons hosting the Neshaminy Redskins. First pitch coming up in just a bit.
Since 1954, the name McCaffrey has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. And today, Patrick McCaffrey continues that tradition at Discount Auto, Business Route 1, Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine pre-owned family car, SUV, or van. Discount Auto. They're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCaffrey, who supports the community. The name McCaffrey means honesty, integrity, and great automotive sales and service at Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School as we overlook Vic Napolitano Field. And let's take a look at starting lineups for today's game. First for the visiting Neshaminy Redskins, Mike Sassano leading off and playing second base, with Matthew Grin in left field batting second. Chase Bonner playing shortstop will hit third. It's Brandon Law at third base and in the cleanup spot today for Neshaminy. Noah Wallace at first base hits fifth, with Dan Marable in right field batting sixth. Sam Hitchin will do the catching, and he bats seventh, with Dylan Cloud, the designated hitter, batting eighth for pitcher Jared Klingerman. And in the 9 spot for Neshaminy today, it's Nick Sassano, and he'll play center field. For the Pennsbury Falcons, leading off today playing shortstop is Carlton Crane. It's Quentin Schaefer on the mound, and batting for Quentin is designated hitter Pierce Perry, who will hit second today. Brendan Zuckerman is at first base, hitting third, with Ty Lee doing the catching and in the cleanup spot. Mike Sognas plays second base and hits fifth, with Danny Seidler in center field hitting sixth. Henry Garlitz is out in left. He will bat seventh, with Derek Crane in right field today. He bats eighth for Finn Burke. Finn Burke is batting ninth, and he is at third base. Same lineup for Pennsbury as yesterday. They've had Owen Hawks sometimes out in right field, but Derek Crane gets the go-ahead today. And getting his warm-up tosses in, Quentin Schaefer is pretty much set to go, and so are we for a big high school baseball game on WBCB. It is the McCaffrey's game of the day. Again, an all-star crew with Jordan Hirsch behind the camera, Gus Barber doing our video engineering and helping to break down the game with Ben Goldstein in his senior year at Pennsbury High School and wrapping up his broadcast stint with WBCB here.
I'm gonna cry.
Quentin Schaefer and
wrapping up your whole senior year, man. What's going on for like the prom?
We're coming to an end. The prom's coming up.
Yeah.
Hopefully some playoff baseball games here on BCB.
Are we doing that show, Ben?
On the prom, don't?
Yeah.
We don't need to get that. Quentin Schaefer this season, this will be his 5th start. He's pitched in 6 games. He's had a pretty solid season to 2.80 ERA, just under a 2 whip, 20 strikeouts to 12 walks, allowing 17 hits, just 6 earned runs. So a pretty solid season for Schaefer, who's looking to solidify his role in the playoff rotation's been a big story for Pennsbury, who they're going to go with behind Keller Bradley. Schaefer, Owen Hawks certainly solidifying his spot. Schaefer will look to do his today.
Sassano fouls off the first pitch of the afternoon. We're underway here with high school baseball on WBCB.
Well, Pennsbury's kept Sassano pretty quiet here in this series. He's been left 0 for 6 with a walk in game 1. Yesterday, he grounded out to shortstop 3 times.
Righty is set. The 0-1 gets that past him. Late swing from Sassano, and he falls behind 0-2. Sassano, Grin, and Bonner set here for the top of the first.
Some heat on that one. Nice little fastball, top of the zone.
The 0-2. Some zip on that one, but it's outside for ball 1.
Well, this is one of those games where you got to analyze every pitch and what's going through the pitcher's mind, because this is essentially a playoff game, so every single pitch is going to matter here this afternoon.
The 1-2. Called third strike and gets him looking. 1 down. And Matthew Grin up to bat for Neshaminy.
Well, he throws the curveball right on the outer corner. It was a perfect pitch by Quentin Schaefer and an excellent pitch call from his catcher Lee and head coach Joe Pacey. Great, great, great first AB for the Falcons.
Some wicked movement on that breaking pitch, and now the righty winds and fires, bouncing ball. Finn Burke has it on a couple of hops, and he'll throw in time to get Matthew Grin just in time. A 5-3 putout, 2 up, 2 down.
What a play there. A slow roller, Finn Burke deciding to attack the ball, get it in between bounces, and fires that one over to first just in time.
Well, he was coming in on it and then it held up for a second,
Yeah.
which was the right move because it took that last bounce and popped up on him. So a nice play over there by the sophomore, Finn Burke.
These two teams neck and neck in the league. Also neck and neck when it comes to district seeding and ranking. That ball grounded up the middle and through.
I think died once it got to the outfield.
Base hit for Chase Bonner. And he is at first with 2 down for Brandon Law.
Third hit of the series for Bonner. Not a great day. Not the day Bonner was envisioning on the mound, but he flushes that and starts it off with a single here for him this afternoon.
Yeah, coming into this series, swing and a miss. Law could not hold up on that fastball.
Brandon Law was the hero in game 1, had the 2-run double, which won them the ball game yesterday, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk.
These two teams ranked 6 and 7 in district seedings. The runner goes, the ball fouled into the parking lot, and Chase Bonner has to head back to first. And Quentin Schaefer ahead of the hitter again. He's had an efficient first inning, just 8 pitches so far. Looks in, gets his pitch from Lee. And now we'll step off and look Bonner back. Both these teams with solid ball players, and Neshaminy, if they can steal a base, they're going to do whatever they can to put the pressure on. A called third strike there, and Brandon Law, a strikeout victim. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Quentin Schaefer. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We're through a half inning with Pennsbury coming to bat. And today's game brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. 2026 is here and just around the corner. Another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. full and half-season ticket memberships, as well as multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about the game in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Today's game also brought to you as a public service by the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. And they want to wish the Falcons the best of luck today and encourage, have you come out and support them. Their senior game is coming up. And, of course, hoping that you enjoy today's game here on WBCB. All right, so to the bottom of the first we go. And righty Jared Klingerman finishing his warm-ups for Pennsbury. Carlton Crane, Pierce Perry, Brendan Zuckerman set to lead things off. And Neshaminy again defensively. You got Wallace over there at first, Sassano at second, Chase Bonner at shortstop with Law playing third base. And going left to right in the outfield, it's Grin, Sassano, and Marable. And Sam Hitchin doing the catching for Klingerman.
Klingerman got an inning in game one. He threw 19 pitches, got allowed just 2 hits and an earned run. Also struck out a batter. This is what the third head of the three-headed pitching staff for Neshaminy. And Falcons got a good look at him, got a base hit and got a run off of him.
What's
back
that?
in game one.
That is like the Hydra, I think, was the ancient beast or whatever, the three-headed monster.
Yeah, so that inning that he was in, the 2 hits.
It's the 7th, right?
Yeah, it was in the 7th. He was the closer, but Pennsbury got on with a single and able to score him from a double. So it was a couple hard-hit balls off Klingerman. So Pennsbury obviously seeing the ball out of his hand pretty well.
Well, the Falcons have done a good job at the plate throughout this season. Again, we mentioned it in our Trentonian pregame activities, averaging better than 10 runs per game. And Carlton Crane and Pierce Perry, the 2 guys at the top of the lineup that really have set a tone for this team.
Pennsbury also, big story for us yesterday, they've been averaging 2 runs in the first inning. So starting games off hot has been huge for them, and they did it yesterday with a pair of runs.
Nice pitch there from Klingerman. Gets the called strike and perfectly placed.
Crane went 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. That walk came in the first. He scored on the Zuckerman single.
Set at the belt, and that's right back up the middle and out to center field. A base hit for Carlton Crane. Solid smash.
Yeah, that ball just absolutely smoked right back up Klingerman. You could tell that one startled him because anytime you see that ball smoked right back at you, how hard it was. Man, oh man, great job by Crane. He has been a very effective leadoff hitter for the Pennsbury this year.
Well, just like Neshaminy likes to put the pressure on when they get runners on base, Pennsbury also, they like to do what they can to throw the pitcher off. Carlton Crane has done a great job in that role as leadoff guy as it's wide, ball 1 to Pierce Perry.
Perry hitless so far this series, 0 for 5. He's been hit by 2 pitches, one in game 1, another in game 2 yesterday.
The 1-0 delivery. Off the plate for ball 2. All right, so Pennsbury, great season last year. They pick up an SOL title, but Neshaminy, they had an amazing postseason run, which sent them all the way to the state semifinals. And so I ask you guys, what do you think you would prefer? Would you prefer the league championship, or would you rather say that your team went all the way to that a little bit low there for ball 3 to Pierce Perry? So 3 straight balls to Pierce Perry. I mean, it's kind of like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know, or Pennsbury was able to hang up the banner.
I was going to say, the district, the league, you get to hang up the banner. This reaching the state semis, it's great. Doesn't hang up a banner.
You're right about that, and yet I think, it may have been helpful for the team, right? It helped you develop guys, and another pickoff move.
I think if I'm on the team and if I'm a fan, I'm enjoying a run to the state semifinal as
You get all the travel.
something that you just remember forever.
Yeah.
And that run that they had last year was so incredible. They came out of almost nowhere.
3-0 is in there. Taken all the way was Perry.
And, well, yeah, you win a state title, league title is cool, but being able to go on a run like that is just, it's a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing.
And they got so close to getting a state championship, and we'll always look back to that magical 2017 season for this Pennsbury team. The ball is low. It's ball 4. Carlton Crane was taking off, but he eases into second as it's a base hit and a walk. Falcons with 2 on, nobody out for first baseman Brendan Zuckerman.
Well, you want to talk about someone that's stepping up when it matters. Brendan Zuckerman, 4 for 6 in this series. He's got 2 doubles and 2 singles. We had an RBI yesterday. He had a couple RBIs in game 1. Zuckerman just having a great series at the plate, and it's doing exactly what he needs to do for these Falcons. Wind is even helping him here today. He's a guy that can punch a ball out of the ballpark.
In there for strike 1 to Zuckerman.
Zuckerman asked for time on that pitch. We saw yesterday it was taking Bonner and Hitchman a while to kind of relay signs to get through. Another time there with Kligerman, who took his time to deliver the pitch, and Zuckerman was looking for time but was not given by the home plate umpire.
Kligerman checks Crane, and that ball into the gap in left center field. Cut off out there by Matthew Grin. And 2 will score for the Pennsbury Falcons, a 2-run double for Brendan Zuckerman.
Zuckerman has just been an absolute monster this whole series long, and he continues that in this game, the most important game of the season. He's coming up big in the first inning. 2-run RBI double. Wow. I
saw Zuckerman in school today. I asked him how he was feeling. He was like, I'm a little tight right now. I was like, well, you better get loose by 4 o'clock. He looked pretty loose on that swing, a perfect swing up the left center field gap, and it's a huge 2-run double.
Yeah, he looked loose, and he unleashed for the 2-run double. He's at second. Ty Lee now at the plate. Kligerman looking at the runner a couple times, delivers. Strike right at the knee to Lee.
Lee, 2 for 4 yesterday with the 2 RBI double in the 4th inning. He was the Berg player of the game. You want to hear a young man talk well answering questions. Go watch that interview from Ty Lee with some real professional answers.
The 0-1. That's low. A ball and a strike. And Ty Lee really, I don't know, we haven't given him, I think, the credit that he deserves for the job he's done behind the plate this season. Defensively for this Falcons team, very solid.
And he threw a guy out yesterday as well.
Did. It was a gun.
Perfect placement on right on the toe of the bag.
Kligerman set. His 1-1. Grounded foul. And Kligerman in front of a hitter looking for the first out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Falcons had some big innings yesterday. Already 2 across here in the bottom of the 1st. The 1-2. Curveball popped up. Hitchin looking for it and makes the catch. Nice job by Sam Hitchin. Couldn't find it, then finally located the ball and had to make a basket catch for out number 1.
Yeah, we've seen some problems with those really high pop-ups Tuesday at Neshaminy. Saw it a little bit yesterday, but yeah, those balls, those ones that get so high up with the wind, it starts to move it around and start to misplay it.
At the plate, second baseman Mike Sognis. Sognis now 1 down, 1 on. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike one. That one finds the zone from Klingerman. Well, you just know with this Neshaminy offense, 2 runs is not going to do it.
No.
And you got to really pour it on, as they did yesterday. The 0-1. Taken to left. A base hit for Sagnas. Zuckerman will score from second, and it's 3-0. Pennsbury in front.
Curveball, Sagnas ropes it into left field. It's another RBI hit for Pennsbury, and they are rolling here in the first inning. And this is what they can do to you. They can get on you in the first and stomp you down like a bug. And they're rolling right now here in the first.
And up to the plate for the Falcons now steps center fielder Danny Seidler. Well, they're going to need to do a lot more to squash this Neshaminy team, but what a start for Pennsbury today.
Exactly how they needed to start. They've seen Klingerman before this series, and they seem to be eyeing him up pretty well.
Nice pitch there from Klingerman. Gets his spot. Jumps in front of Seidler, 0-1. A long look as he looks at Sagnas. He takes off, runner goes, and Sagnas slides safely into second base.
Nice stolen base there. And you look back at the last appearance Pennsbury had against Klingerman Tuesday in the bottom of the top of the 7th, I should say. Crane, hard hit single in that inning. Zuckerman, RBI double. Exact same thing we saw here today.
Klingerman trying to mitigate the damage here. The 1-1 down and in. And a 2-1 count to Seidler. Well, with base runners here in the bottom of the first. Klingerman taking his time. Sagnas takes his lead, 2-1 pitch.
Ooh,
just
good.
off the pitch, or just off the plate. And Klingerman kind of turned his palms skyward to say, where was that? He also thought that looked pretty good,
It
Gus.
looked good, but
Maybe just off the plate, a
just
touch.
off. If it was by 0.1 inches, the ABS system.
It's amazing to see how the 3-1 pitch jams him, slow roller. Klingerman goes to third, and now Law chasing Sagnas, who slides safely back to second base. Had him in a rundown, but could not apply the tag.
Oh, wow.
And safe all around for the Falcons. As Seidler at first, Sagnas somehow was able to retreat back to the bag.
Well, I think Law took a little bit too much time trailing Sagnas back to the bag. Sagnas was almost diving back to second when he got the ball out, and it was just too late of a throw. A great job by Sagnas to kind of trail him a little bit and then put the jet zone right at the end to get back to second safely and give Seidler credit, put ball in play. Good things are going to happen.
Yeah, a late throw there, and a throw's a little bit high allowed Sagnas with that head-first slide to get back to second. So here's left fielder Henry Garlitz. Tried to check his swing, but went around for strike one. Yeah, what do you score that? Is that a fielder's choice?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it would be a fielder's choice.
Either way, it's 2 on, 1 down. Bottom of the first, and Garlitz goes after that one, comes up empty, and falls behind 0-2. Big game today as the SOL title on the line. Both teams coming in with just 2 league losses. As we're about to wrap up the high school baseball season. The 0-2 is low and away. Falcons with just one more as they'll have their senior recognition night. So a ball, 2 strikes to Garlitz, trying to get him to chase that one. Righty set, the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, left side, and Bonner will go to Sassano to get the runner at second. And unable to complete the double play. The throw just a little bit late there. Garlitz safe at first, so runners at the corners now for Derek Crane.
See Quentin Schaefer over here by the Pennsbury dugout just throwing the ball around, just trying to stay warm. Hasn't been too long, but it has been a little bit since he's been out on the mound.
And only 9 pitches in the first inning. So.
Yeah, got to stay warm.
Derek Crane now with 2 on, 2 away. Takes outside ball 1.
Crane, of course, the younger brother to Carlton, son of head pitching coach here, John Crane, has drawn into the lineup the last 2 days. It could be an extra batter on the left side against some right-handed Neshaminy pitchers. Owen Hawks also pitched yesterday, who has been starting in right field. It's been a shuffling door out in right field for the Pennsbury.
That's
Scoops
trouble.
that one out to left, and Matthew Grin makes a sliding catch. That did look like trouble, but somehow Grin, a good read on that one. He comes in and makes the grab for out number 3, but the Pennsbury Falcons strike for 3. 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2 runners on base. And we are through 1 inning of high school baseball. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB with the Pennsbury Falcons in front of the Neshaminy Redskins, 3-0.
You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School as we go to the top of the second. Noah Wallace, Dan Marable, Sam Hitchin set to hit for Neshaminy. They were able to get 1 runner on, but left that runner stranded in the top of the first and looking to answer back to the 3 runs the Falcons posted in the bottom of the inning.
Well, Schaefer with just 9 pitches in that first inning, 8 of them for strikes. So when I talk about efficiency, it almost doesn't get any more efficient than it.
That one's up for ball 2. Talk about a man of many talents. You had to jump on the PA to let him know we got our...
Well, we got Spencer Grimm over here who's not doing his job announcing what's going on, so I had to step up.
Inside 3 straight balls here to start the second to Noah Wallace. Yeah, I'm feeling very festive today. I feel like so much coming together with the significance of the game, this great rivalry. Ben wrapping up his time with us on WBCB. I said I'm bringing out that ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Noah Wallace. I said I'm going to bring out some soft pretzels, some waters, just as a thank you from WBCB to our local high school sports community. And, Spencer Grimm wasn't announcing that, so nobody knew that there was free pretzels or
I'm telling
waters.
Spence's mom. I know Spence's whole family.
He's doing a good job. I mean, that was like, He was like, what are you talking about? That's not on the script. Ball 1 to Dan Marable. And Quentin Schaefer having some trouble finding the strike zone.
5 straight balls now. It was a little bit of a break in between those innings.
As you mentioned, he was trying to stay warmed up, keep that arm loose. The 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. And now a little frustration from Schaefer as he's trying to shake off this lack of command, this, I don't know, whatever.
6 straight out of the zone.
That's up for ball 3. And he's being serenaded by the Neshaminy dugout trying to pour it on.
That definitely is not going to help you.
Righty is set. His 3-0 is high to Marable for ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Neshaminy to start the second. So Falcons, they get 3 runs in the bottom of the first, and now Coach Crane going to have a word with his pitcher. And, you know, you want your pitcher to go out there and to feel confident that you're now staked to a lead, attack the zone, and Schaefer just not able to find that. Maybe it's something mechanical or.
Not sure. He looked really good in the first inning. I don't know if it's the weight or something, the weight in between innings or something going on in the mound or just something with his command. But, yeah, give him a little breather. Go out there, talk to him real quick.
And he must be feeling pretty good, Gus, because that was a quick, check-in, everything good.
But
get back, attack the zone, you be you.
But when you walk 2 straight guys on 8 straight pitches and throwing not a single strike, that's a little worrisome. You got to go out there and calm him down, talk to him real quick.
Warrants a little eye-to-eye. Quick interaction there.
Who knows what they say? My favorite, I had a coach who would go out there, and the first thing he would say was a joke to try to lighten the mood.
Another one down low here, and this is starting to be not too funny now. Is you want to lighten the mood, but it's now 9 straight balls for Schaefer. Kicks and fires, and the curveball is in there for strike 1.
There you go.
All right. So
sometimes all you got to see is one go through.
That shooter mentality.
Kind of reboot and reset now that you got that strike. Got back in the zone. 1-1 pitch. Grounded. Burke on a hop, gloves it, and throws in time to get Hitchin. A 5-3 putout and a great read there by Finn Burke. Take it on the short hop. On that ground ball, both runners move up for Neshaminy. So Wallace at third, Marable at second. And with 1 away, 2 in scoring position for Dylan Cloud, the DH.
Good piece of hitting by Hitchin to move both the runners over with just a dribbler. So, maybe not exactly what he wanted to do, but it worked out in the end.
Well, you made the point earlier, Ben. You put the ball in play and good things happen. And right there, Neshaminy able to move both guys up. And on a ball, he got jammed. But
yeah, and in a game like this, plays like that can lead to bigger things. It's such an important game. You see it in big games, in big baseball games, where you just move guys over, pass the baton. Guys are going to step up when the big moment arises, and this is a huge opportunity right here for Neshaminy with 2 runners in scoring position and just an out.
Well, and in that moment for Neshaminy, it's Schaefer trying to step up for the Falcons. And he's ahead of Dylan Cloud. No balls and 2 strikes. Could really use a strikeout. Delivers curveball, just a little bit high.
Look good.
Got some oohs and ahs from the Pennsbury dugout as they thought might have been strike 3, but a 1-2 count to Cloud. Wallace and Marable on the 1-2 pitch, sliced, foul, out of play. What a great day here for high school baseball, high school softball. A lot of action at Pennsbury.
A couple big games over there as well. Pennsbury softball looking to lock up a bye.
The 1-2 down low. That's something we didn't talk about in regards to this game, another storyline is a potential playoff bye. The winner is assured that they will get a bye in the playoffs. The loser, maybe they also would get a bye, but you win, and you know that you get 2-2, maybe an easier path down low for ball 3.
Well, the softball, they're playing Council Rock North. Pennsbury is ranked 3rd in 6A. North is ranked 4th, so quite the matchup going on right over yonder.
Yeah, just behind us as we got a 3-2 count, payoff pitch. Grounded foul.
Ooh, good
Great
play
crowd
by,
here today. How about that?
Good play by Mr. Zuckerman.
Yeah, Mr.
over there.
Zuckerman. Yeah.
You get tip of the cap as he.
That was a solid play, right at him. Two-handed, perfect.
They got good ball players in that
Yeah,
family.
they do. Yes, they do. Zuckerman's been the unsung hero for this Falcons team this whole series long.
Again, another 3-2, swing and a miss. He got him. Late swing from Dylan Cloud, the 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for Quentin Schaefer, and it is a big one. Maybe can see his way out of a jam. He walked the first 2 batters, and now with 2 down, it's Nick Sassano at the plate.
What a big-time strikeout there for Schaefer on the breaking ball. Got a little bit of sword action from the Neshaminy hitter, and that can really reinstall some confidence.
Sassano takes low. Nick Sassano at the plate. Mike Sassano on deck. Those guys a big part of Neshaminy's football success this season. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball on the right side. A couple of hops. Zuckerman will flip over to Schaefer, and they complete the putout for out number 3. So they get the first 2 guys on, but Neshaminy held without a run. No runs, no hits. They leave 2 on base, and we're through an inning and a half of high school baseball here from Pennsbury. It's the Falcons in front of Neshaminy 3-0. Today's game brought to you as a public service by the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club, who would like to wish the Falcons the best of luck in today's game. Encourage you to support your Pennsbury Falcons, and they're hoping that you enjoy today's game. Hey, it's time to hit the open roads this spring and summer in a brand new Sierra pickup truck from your hometown Sierra dealer, Peruzzi Buick GMC in Fairless Hills. Nowhere will you find a better deal on a new Sierra pickup than at Peruzzi Buick GMC. Their entire inventory of Sierra pickups are reduced 20% off MSRP pricing and are available with 0% financing. This spring and summer, go where you never thought you could go in a brand new Sierra pickup from Peruzzi Buick GMC, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills. Again, 20% off their entire inventory of Sierra pickups plus 0% financing. And thanks to America's Mechanic, right here in Fairless Hills, it's Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage. He's right there on the corner of Hood and South Olds Boulevard, trusted by Bucks County drivers since 2001. And they do complete automotive repairs and maintenance. It's all performed by expert ASE certified technicians. Fletcher's Garage, an official AAA auto repair facility. They stand behind every repair with a dependable warranty. PA state inspection and emission, oil changes, suspension service, tire service, heating and cooling. Take your car, SUV, or pickup to Fletcher's Garage for commitment, honesty, and quality service. Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic, at Fletcher's Garage, Hood and South Olds Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Finn Burke at the plate for the Falcons as we start the bottom of the second.
That one was really close. I don't know where that one missed.
Jared Klingerman felt like he didn't get some of the calls he was hoping for in the bottom of the first inning. And that one in the zone for strike 1 to Burke. Finn Burke has been a little busy at third base here today with a couple of good plays in the field. Sometimes you're solid in the field. That means you're going to have a good day at the plate. The 1-1.
Finn's been real solid all year long in the field. I almost said at the plate. You got me mixed up.
Had a pretty solid day yesterday at the batter's box with a single coming in for a run.
Klingerman set, kicks, delivers, up and in. Little chin music for Burke. And the count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Well hit, taken out to center. Oh, off the glove of Chase Bonner. And Finn Burke is safe at first.
That would have been an absolutely ridiculous catch by Bonner.
What a reach.
Yeah, he got up in the air, but ball just a little too high off the tip of his glove. Going down as a hit, Chris?
No lack of effort.
No.
And it is a base hit for Finn Burke. He's at first.
For an all-league shortstop, you would think those are the easy plays, but, you would just expect him to make those plays, but that's not an easy play to make, so.
Nah, that one like on a line. Seemed like it almost had a tail on it too, or a little action on that one as it's down low. Ball 1 to Carlton Crane.
Starting to see people, migrate their way over and take some pretzels and stuff, Chris, so.
Good.
It looks like Spencer got someone to get one from him.
I
He
saw
wouldn't
that,
make
yeah.
the announcement, but
But he wants the
he's
price.
going to indulge.
Klingerman set. His 1-0 is outside.
Crane so far in this series against Klingerman, 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Both hard hit.
Both very hard hit.
And
Zuckerman is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, so one up in him.
Had that single and came around to score the first run of the day for Pennsbury. Shows bunt and takes inside. Ball 2. Must be ball 3 there. The 3-0 delivery. Inside, ball 4. And Carlton Crane again reaches, this time on a walk. He's at first, Burke at second. Pierce Perry at the plate.
All Crane does is get on base. He's got a on-base percentage around .650. Just the guy is always reaching base, and it's been imperative to the top of this Falcons lineup to have him on. It's led to all this success for the top of this order.
Last time he reached by way of walk. And was driven in by Zuckerman's RBI double. Klingerman delivers a bunt down the third base line and will roll foul by just a couple of inches.
Why did he? I'm not sure why he fielded that, because he fielded that it was almost still on the line.
I mean,
Give it a couple more seconds.
He just said, hey, as long as it's on the foul side of the line, I'm going to pick this thing up as soon as possible. You never know, some crazy English or something that hits a rock and kicks it back into fair play.
He was coming in with some speed, though. Now, both corners are in well on the grass.
I would say if you were bunting there, imagine they may keep that on here.
Yep.
The 0-1 is low. And he was showing bunt.
Don't always see the Falcons bunt too much with a 3-run lead in the second inning, but in this kind of game, you're going to see things you don't typically see.
Yeah, and if you can get 2 guys in scoring position with an out and a potential to increase this lead, you're already up 3, and that may kind of influence the thinking generate just 1 or 2 more runs in there for a strike. Pierce Perry trying to call time just before that pitch was delivered, and it was not awarded by the home plate umpire.
Second time a Falcon batter has asked for time and has not been obliged.
So now Klingerman trying to work his way out of a jam, trying to get the first out here in the bottom of the second. His 1-2 pitch. Wide, 2-2 to Perry. Burke at second, Carlton Crane at first. Klingerman delivers the 2-2. Lifted to left. Grin going back. It's over his head. Finn Burke will score. And they're waving Carlton Crane around. 2 score on the double from Pierce Perry. The ball is overthrown, and Pierce Perry able to slide safely into third base on the error. So it's a 2-run double for Perry, and then he gets the third on a fielding error for Neshaminy.
Wow.
It's a 5-0 game.
Didn't look like he hit it that hard, but that thing just kept carrying, and the outfield was playing so far in that they had no shot in getting that one. 2-run score. Man, oh man, Pennsbury's starting to open it up here early.
It looked like the first step came in for Grin out in the outfield, and one of the #1 rules for an outfielder, your first step has to be back, and that ball went well over his head after he made that step.
Yeah, I remember getting in a lot of trouble and having to do laps after practice for doing your first step in.
Strike 1 to Zuckerman, who launched a 2-run double of his own his first time around. Big cut there.
Yeah.
Swings through it, 0-2 count.
Hard swing.
He's got Pierce Perry at third. This guy has been money when there have been runners in scoring position or a big moment this season. 0-2. Whoa. Klingerman looking in, thought he had strike 3, but just outside the zone, and it's a 1-2 count to Zuck. Infield in for Neshaminy. The 1-2. Outside.
Like how Neshaminy has some alternate uniforms today. First game, obviously at home, they wore their whites. Yesterday, they wore red. Now their main is blue. I like how
time taken there by Zuckerman.
Different color stripe in the middle.
They had to go like deep in the closet for this 3-game series.
It might have been some superstition in the jersey. I was talking to Coach Pace before the game. He was trying to set up his camera here. I was like, it wasn't working yesterday.
The 2-2. Lifted high in the air, foul, and out of play. Yeah, yesterday, of course, Falcons getting the big bounce-back win against Neshaminy. They had some technical problems with their stream, and today, before the game, having, again, a little bit of technical issue, and you were saying, hey, if you had technical issues yesterday, you might want to lean into that. There is a lot of superstition.
I think they figured it out for their
they're up.
The Mevo camera they have for film, and
They said they were good to go. The 2-2, ball 3, and Brendan Zuckerman battles back. It's now a full count. Neshaminy getting a little activity in the left field bullpen. Wherever the heck they are, they got somebody
all
loosening up.
Field line.
Klingerman's 3-2. Spoiled by Zuckerman, fouls it off.
This is a really good at-bat from Zuckerman. Was down 0-2. Worked his way all the way back. Has fouled some pitches off. A professional AB from a big-time player for the Pennsbury Falcons.
Neshaminy already in a hole. They got to try to keep it here. The 3-2 from Klingerman. Foul tip into the glove of Hitchin. It's a strikeout. And a big out. As that's just the first out here in the second and brings Ty Lee to the plate. Getting one down, runner at third. Well, pretty good battle there by Zuckerman. I mean, he fouled off a bunch of good pitches, and a nice job by that ball fouled off of the foot of Ty Lee. Ouch. And not only a good battle by Zuckerman, but a great job out there by Klingerman to bear down.
Yeah, Klingerman, you know, the way the momentum was going, it felt like Zuckerman was going to win that at AB sooner or later, but great job by Klingerman to slow down, get through the at-bat, and really come away with it in that big out.
The 0-1 popped up and will drift out of play.
Mr. Bradley's got to
Bradley
lean over the
yeah.
fence there and make a play on that one. I mean, that was...
He's got to take a page out of Mr.
Catch
Zuckerman's
that two-handed.
That was pitch number 50 for Klingerman. We're only through an inning and a third.
The righty is set, his 0-2. Outside. First time up, Ty Lee popped out to Hitchin. The Neshaminy catcher doing a nice job to locate the pop-up, make the play. The 1-2. Jammed him, but that's going to be a base hit out to left field. Ty Lee just muscles that one to left and drives in another Pennsbury run. It's 6-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Man, Pennsbury really opening it up here in the first couple innings. 3 in the first, 3 in the second. Looks like the freshman team or JV team is now loving your pretzels, Chris.
Nice.
Connor Zuchek is the courtesy runner out at first base for Pennsbury. And yesterday, Pennsbury scored 2, and they took to the fourth to really break it open while we're here in the second. And this game is beginning to unravel a bit.
Now at the plate, Sognus lays down a nice bunt, backhanded by Klingerman, who makes the throw in time to get Sognus at first. There, the pitcher, fielding his own position there.
That was good.
Good defense.
Good PFP, too, right there. Getting off the left side of the mound, collecting the ball, throwing it over, not doing too much with it.
Pushes Zuchek to second.
They do it for a reason. Apparently, some pitchers don't, a.k.a. Matt Strom.
And up to the bat now is Danny Seidler.
All right, man.
It's still heated.
Seidler with a runner in scoring position rips that one, but it's foul down the first baseline. On top of that pitch, just out in front of it a bit. First time up, Seidler reached on a fielder's choice. Hit one back to the pitcher who threw to third and got Michael Sognus in a rundown, but Sognus was able to get back to second in time. That one outside for ball 1. But right now he's got Zuchek down there at second and could add to another big Falcon inning. They've scored 3 in the first. They've added 3 more here in the second inning. 1-1. Outside.
Already starting to see somebody stretch out into the Neshaminy bullpen. Not throwing yet, just stretching out.
Yeah, they've been warming and stirring down there for a little bit now. And as you said, Ben, the Klingerman pitch count getting up there. That's pitch number 57.
That was weird.
That,
Did everybody see that?
should have been a balk, right?
I don't think it was a balk. It's just he pulled a little Nestor Cortez as he was in his motion. Looked
Like
back
a
at
hitch
the
step?
looked at second or the last second. That was weird. I don't know what that
A
was.
little trickery here.
Well, it ended up being ball 3. And it's a hitter's count for Seidler. Nice job by Klingerman. Back to a full count. Three-two with 2 away in the bottom of the second. And looks back. And
Looks like the softball game is still 0-0 over there.
Just started.
Did it? I thought it.
Yeah, I don't know why they started it so late.
I was gonna say I thought it started at the same time as the baseball.
They're in the second inning.
payoff pitch out to left. Looks like it's a foul ball. Grin running for it, but can't get to it. Full out sprint there by Matthew Grin, but that ball just in no man's land.
Yeah, that would have been a ridiculous catch out there if that was made.
Brandon
Nice.
Law was also running for that one, but
Nice hustle out there from the Skins.
couldn't get to it, and it's another 3-2 pitch coming up for Jared Klingerman. Trying to work his way out of the second. Long look as his pitch from Hitchin. The 3-2. Sliced foul. This one well out of play into the parking lot. That one might have been a windshield cracker.
I don't think so, but might have one hopped and hit something.
Well, mentioning the district seedings and rankings for these two teams, and Pennsbury, even though they got the win yesterday, they haven't seen those seedings updated, and maybe the district people just waiting to see how today's game plays out. The 3-2, well hit to right, but right towards Dan Marable. And Marable makes the grab out there to retire Seidler for out number 3 here in the bottom of the second inning. And we are through 2. Falcons add to their lead 3 more runs, and they get those 3 runs on 3 more hits and leave 2 runners on base once again. So 6-0 after a couple of innings. It's high school baseball, McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Back here at the Vic Napolitano Field, 6-0 Pennsbury as we begin the top of the third inning.
Yeah, I'm meeting and greeting people here.
Man of the people, Chris Ermer.
And for the Redskins here in the third, they go to the top of the lineup. Mike Sassano, Matthew Grin, Chase Bonner.
Well, if there was any
the
time
plate.
for Neshaminy to kick it on, it's got to be right now. Top of the order up for the second time, down by 6 in the top of the third. Schaefer with just 30 pitches compared to Klingerman's 61. Sometimes this gets started, and it has to be right now.
Well, and his first pitch here in the third inning, a wicked-looking breaking ball that's fouled off and out of play by Sassano.
And Sassano, really, he needs to get something going personally. He's still hitless in this series. He's 0 for 7. And a tough rut and a big time for the leadoff guy for Neshaminy.
The 0-1 late on that one. Falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Mike Sassano certainly tore up these Falcons on the football field. And trying to bring it over to the baseball diamond.
Schaefer's 0-2 is outside for a ball. Well outside there, trying to get Sassano to wave at that one. Ben's back here dancing
I
around.
was gonna
My
say,
foot got caught in the
what
cord
is
here.
going on?
Don't distract the pitcher. The 1-2. Ground ball. Sognis gloves. Throws across his body. Couldn't get anything on that one as that one pulled him to the right. And Sassano, with his speed, has an infield base hit.
Nice play by Sognis to get on that ball, but just momentum taking him in the other way. And Sassano is too much speed. And no throw like that is gonna get him.
Yeah, going away from the bag. Couldn't put much on the throw, and Matthew Grin up to bat with one on. And nobody out here. Neshaminy trying to answer back. Even yesterday's game, even late in that game when Neshaminy scored the 2 runs and made it a 10-2 game, it just felt like this offense has the capacity and ability to put up some big crooked numbers. So certainly Falcons cannot feel at ease as they still have a lot of work to do.
This is a team that's still averaging 7.9 runs a game.
Right. If they just stick to their average number of runs, they're
It'll be a ball
destined
game.
to come
Yeah,
back.
It's a ball game.
Exactly. But so far, I've not gotten anything going. Just 2 hits so far today. And one of them from Sassano to lead off this 3rd inning. Schaefer's 1-1 in the dirt, gets between the wickets, and Ty Lee's got to go all the way to the backstop, and that's quite a long way here at Pennsbury.
Sure is, and there's
Easy advancement for Grin.
very little padding that provides very little bounce off of it as well.
Excuse me, easy advancement for Sassano. As Grin at the plate here. Ready for a 2-1. That's in there. Nice job by Schaefer. Two balls, 2 strikes. First time up, Grin with a ground out to Finn Burke. Two. Oh, wow. Right off the end of the bat, and it hit one of the Neshaminy players.
They are all acting
Seemed like it got him right on the noggin right there.
They're all acting like it didn't even affect them. That thing smoked them.
Wow, right off the top of the dome, and hopefully everybody is okay. That looked like Dylan Cloud over there who got the worst of it. Whew. The 2-2. Ground ball. Carlton Crane charges, gloves, throws to Zuckerman.
Oh, wow.
In time. Just in time. And Matthew Grin grounds out for out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd.
That's a great play by Crane, charging on it with the quick snap over to first, and Zuckerman with a good stretch and getting him just in time. Speed can kill.
Chase Bonner steps up, had a base hit his first time around. Yeah, with that speed, Sassano at 3rd. Bonner takes strike 1.
I can't believe that ball was smoked into the dugout, hit a guy, and there was just no reaction.
I mean, it seemed like it went right off his head, too. That is launched deep to left field. Back is Henry Garlitz, and it's going to go off of the fence. An RBI double for Chase Bonner. Mike Sassano is able to score, and the Redskins are on the scoreboard. It's 6-1 in the top of the 3rd.
Oh, the top of the order, getting things done finally for Neshaminy. That ball was crushed the opposite way just off of the Barbarino sign out there in left field to the right of the WBCB Sports sign, and a nice opposite field launch for Bonner, and Neshaminy has something going.
And there's a line drive to center field and out to left center. Glove there by Danny Seidler, but it's another double and another run batted in, this time Brandon Law. out to left center. He scores Chase Bonner, and it's now a 6-2 game as Neshaminy starts to chip away here in the third.
Another ball that was smoked, the exact same spot, left center field. This last one left field, this one left center field. Just absolute two balls just put in the perfect spot. And Neshaminy now cooking with some butter.
Yeah, and two balls where they were able to barrel them up, get those
strong barrel to
the right
bat.
part of the bat onto the ball. Schaefer, nice job there, breaking ball for strike one.
Barrel to ball, I should say. I said barrel to bat.
Did that yesterday, too.
I know, I say that a lot.
Noah Wallace at the plate for Neshaminy. Schaefer's 0-1, hit him. Got him right on the leg. Oh,
Might have
man.
got the ball of his ankle.
And Noah Wallace
Having some
Will
trouble getting the first.
jog down there, though. Seems like he's banged up, but it's going to stay in there. And we'll bring Dan Marable to the plate with 2 on. One away here in the top of the third inning. Neshaminy has struck for 2 runs, looking for more. Marable whiffs for strike 1. First time around, Dan Marable got a free pass, a base on balls. Now with 1 away, he's got Wallace at first, Brandon Law at second. And takes, that one is wide. He's looking at a 1-1 count. Schaefer checks the runner, and now he'll step off. Didn't like what he saw as he looked back at Brandon Law. And he just regroups. Fires the 1-1. Popped up in foul territory. Long run and out of play. Right, that landed on the other side of the fence.
Yes,
just
it did.
barely. A bunch of people were like huddled around it.
Yeah. Man, great crowd here today. Beautiful day. Great to have you with us here for some high school baseball.
And a big game. I mean, we got a big crowd. It's a couple people deep here on the down the right field line.
You know, I'll tell you, I loved to be at Neshaminy, and credit to them for their beautiful high school baseball facility, fully turfed out. It's got to give them certain advantages when it comes to having that field be playable for them and allowing their guys to get work in. But I love a natural like Vic Napolitano Field, swing and a miss, gets them. Big strikeout there. Dan Marable goes down swinging, and there's 2 away in the third.
4th strikeout for Schaefer. But no, I totally agree with you. The aesthetic, it's just so aesthetically pleasing looking out here at the Vic from our vantage point with the natural dirt, the grass.
Even like the cars going by on New Falls Road.
Yeah, you got the trees.
Sam Hitchin
Just something about
at
it.
the plate for Neshaminy. Curveball finds the zone from Quentin Schaefer. Nice job.
Well, Schaefer was having issues just an inning ago. He's given up a bunch of runs, but doing a better job of locating his pitches here in the third. A couple of them have been hit very hard, though.
0-1 delivery down in the dirt and going halfway to third there. And now back to second is Brandon Law. He was like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, he was just kind of standing there. And Lee, I mean, ball could have been fired to second and had a chance if it was thrown a little earlier, but chased him down, and then as soon as he started to retreat, the ball was thrown. Just one of those plays, Chris, where, you know,
It's a moment's
it's a
hesitation.
weird one. Yeah.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss from Hitchin. Yeah, there's a kind of a storybook element here to this Vic Napolitano field when you see guys hit long home runs to left field that reach New Falls Road, and every once in a while will bounce into that shopping center over there, and like that's some epic stuff. And
I've only seen that a couple times. I've seen it.
Yeah, I think Zuckerman hit some of those tape measure kind of bombs. Joe Tiroli was known to at least put one out in the trees.
Remind you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine.
Freshman year here with those two. We're crushing those homers.
The 2-2 pitch from Schaefer. Outside, the count runs full to Sam Hitchin.
And we talk about it so much, but those two now are doing the same thing
at
Georgia
level.
Tech and Virginia.
That's
just
pretty good.
Yeah.
First time up, Hitchin hit one on a couple of bounces over to Finn Burke. Grounded out the 3-2. Strike three. Got him looking. And the Redskins are set down in the top of the third, but not before they post 2 runs. And they get those 2 runs on 3 hits. What are they? 4 hits in this inning. So we are through 2.5 here. And Pennsbury in front 6-2. Today's game brought to you by America's Mechanic. Lives right here in Fairless Hills and supports Pennsbury High School. Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage on the corner of Hood and South Olds Boulevard. Trusted by Bucks County drivers since 2001 for complete automotive repair and maintenance performed by ASE certified technicians. Fletcher's Garage, an official AAA auto repair facility. And they stand behind every repair with a dependable warranty. PA state inspection and emission. They do oil changes, suspension service, tire service, heating and cooling. Take your car, SUV, or truck to Fletcher's Garage for honesty, commitment, quality service. Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic at Fletcher's Garage, Hood and South Olds Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Thanks to the Hun School. Check out their summer camps. Hun Day Camp, grades K through 7th, runs June 22nd to July 24th, and campers will explore Hun's 45-acre campus and use their wonderful academic buildings for art and crafts, mini STEM projects, performing arts, Lego builds, weekly design challenges. Campers participate in sports, games, and swimming in small groups that are well supervised. Lunch is included. Pre- and aftercare options are available. Check out more information about the Hun camps at hunschool.org/summer. That's hunschool.org/summer.
I said it yesterday, but just a little plug to summer camps. Very important aspect of my life and my summers for the last 12 years. So if you're a parent and you have a kid, whether it's the Hun School or anywhere, well, Hun School is sponsoring us, so we're going to plug the Hun School, but any summer camp, it's very important for a kid.
Worthwhile?
Absolutely.
I was saying to Ben yesterday, I've never been to summer camp, never had time for summer camp.
He's a perfect example. First pitch swinging is Henry Garlitz. Pops this one up. It's on the infield and caught by Chase Bonner. 1 down.
Well, Gus, just because you didn't go to summer camp doesn't mean that everyone else did.
If only you did. Well,
I wish I went to summer camp. I never had time.
Even better than you already are.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Played a lot of meaningless baseball. That wasn't meaningless. I'm not in the pros, so.
Didn't pan out.
Up to bat, Derek Crane with 1 away, nobody on in the bottom of the third. And Crane showing bunt. And bunts through that one for strike 1. Well, Neshaminy now maybe feeling a little bit of energy with the 2 runs in the top of the inning, but really could use a shutdown frame from Klingerman. He got a quick first out and now jumps in front of Crane. No balls and 2 strikes.
The offense helped him out, and he's now got to help himself on the mound.
Yeah, maybe that those 2 runs will give him some momentum. That ball on the ground, off the glove of Sassano and through on the right side. Derek Crane with a base hit. So he is now 1 for 2 at first with 1 away for Finn Burke. Thank you, Gus, for grabbing the water. Starting to get that pollen, and
The pollen's rough right now. I had to wipe off the laptop twice.
right on cue,
Ben's blowing his nose out. Thankfully, you asked me to grab that. That was the last water in there, so I had to fill up the rest of the waters in there. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The waters and pretzels have now been ransacked by all the baseball players, all the other, Pennsbury students that are here.
That is awesome.
I saw Pat Joshua, Brady Kent, from the basketball team come over.
Good, good.
Remember when they said Brady Kent couldn't do the PA?
Yeah,
well, he's out here.
He's here. They like Matt Daly and Spencer Grimm. The all-stars right there.
Pickoff throw, Crane back to first safely. Well, a beautiful day. Great to have you with us. Big thanks to all of our community sponsors for helping to power portions of today's game. It is the McCaffrey's game of the day as Jared Klingerman is set, fires in the 0-1. And that one finds the zone. 0-2 count here to Finn Burke. First time up. Finn Burke started the second inning with a base hit. Came around to score one of those 3 second inning runs. And takes this one down the third base line. It's fair. And extra bases. As sliding safely into third is Derek Crane. He barely got there, but it's a stand-up double for Finn Burke. He's now 2 for 2 on the day, and he has put 2 runners in scoring position for the top of this Pennsbury lineup.
Right down the left field line, just fair. A nice piece of hitting by Burke. And Crane was almost out at third. He was running around the bases, but a nice relay throw coming in from the pitcher, Matt Grin, out there in left field. It kind of died like halfway up the line.
Yeah, great out there.
That grass in outfield's so thick. You've seen a couple of them that go in the outfield and just died hitting that grass. It's kind of like the rough at Augusta. Real thick.
Yeah, Grin, who's out there in left today, was on the mound on Tuesday to start that game, so he's got a good arm. Carlton Crane takes ball 1. That's outside. Burke at second, Crane at third. Just 1 down. That's in there for a strike.
It's a good breaking pitch.
Coach Pacey calls out his series of numbers. Each of the players has an armband, and imagine it's got all the different numerical cues that they have here. I think he just called out 2-1-3, whatever. The 1-1 on the ground, infield in. Brandon Law gloves it, and he will throw home and have Derek Crane in a rundown. Now Crane is finally tagged out, and finally the tag right there applied by Brandon Law. So they get the out in the rundown, but the Falcons get back to the same position, 2 in scoring position, as now it's Carlton Crane at second and Finn Burke at third.
Ben going to blow his nose some more. Left his headset on his computer and getting a buzzing noise. Come on, Ben. Professional. And I'm dropping his headset now on a bag. It's terrible.
Falcons trying to respond to the 2 runs Neshaminy posted in the top of the 3rd.
Looks like a home run in the softball game.
It's very exciting.
Pierce Perry takes low and in for ball 1.
For North, though, Gus.
For North?
Yeah.
Oh.
North.
Well, certainly biggest crowd of the season with us here today. In there for a strike, a 1-1 count to Pierce Perry. A ton of Pennsbury fans along the first base line. And Neshaminy, pretty good showing along the third base line as they got those bleachers filled.
Not too far of a drive. Up Route 1.
Yeah, and why not? This is a big, big game. The SOL title on the line. 1-1 pitch from Klingerman. Lifted high in the air. Over near foul territory. Matthew Grin out in left makes the grab for out number 3. So Pierce Perry flies out to left. And the Falcons are set down without a run in the bottom of the 3rd. They do get a couple of runners out there. They leave 2 runners on base. So over the first 3 innings, the Falcons have stranded 6. And we go to the top of the 4th. High school baseball on BCB. McCaffrey's game of the day. And we'll be right back to Pennsbury High School for more on the WBCB Sports Network.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Top of the 4th, McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB for Neshaminy, Dylan Cloud, Nick Sassano, and Mike Sassano set to hit. Neshaminy got a couple of big runs in the 3rd. But still a 4-run advantage here for Pennsbury, and Quentin Schaefer back to work. In there for strike 1. That was pitch number 56 for the Pennsbury starter.
$35 of them for strikes.
0-1, that one's upstairs. The 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Well, just a beautiful day today. Again, we had a first pitch temperature of 65 degrees. And the winner of this game, ground ball on a couple of hops. Sognus gloves and throws to Zuckerman for out number 1, a 4-3 put out to start the top of the 4th.
We've seen all series long just this Pennsbury defense just have a very good game defensively all 3 games. Not too many errors. I don't think there's actually given up a single error this whole series. And they've had a couple double plays, just really good. They have a error this whole series. It was last game. This game. Game before that.
Swing and a miss from
Tuesday that.
Ben's
Nick
trying to tell
Sasano.
me without telling me. So just
Trying to let you roll, man.
Just yeah, I know, but sometimes you got to step in and hit me with a fact.
the 0-1. Fouled away.
I have decent memory, but I don't have that good a memory, so you got to remind me.
Sometimes you got to just step in and take over.
Yeah, but only giving up one error this whole series. They have had a very, very good defensive outing.
And it's been something that Coach Pacey has been looking for out of this team throughout the year. You know, they were winning games, but he always felt like there were, a couple of things that they always wanted to tighten up, get better at. Swing and a miss. And Sasano, a strikeout victim. There's 2 up and 2 down in the 4th.
6 strikeout for Quentin Schaefer. And one of those things that Pennsbury has struggled with this year is the ending of ball games. It was, they could have had a run rule yesterday, but 2 runs in the 6th from Neshaminy kept it going. And
ball down and away to Mike Sasano. He is 1 for 2 with a base hit, a run scored, and he got caught looking his first time around. But yeah, towards those end of the games, just make it easy. It's been something that Coach Pacey has been preaching and looking for from his team. Yeah, he really demands a high standard too. So any kind of miscue is becomes a teaching moment. 2-0, fouled away and out of play. You talked about how one thing can lead to another in this game, and for Coach Pacey and I think Coach Toner as well, right? You can't let anything go. Every little detail has to swing and a miss, and a 2-2 count now to Mike Sasano. I mean, not to compare apples and oranges or one situation to another. That doesn't really apply, but that's kind of what happened to Topper. I feel like he let the guys get he wasn't, swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Quentin Schaefer. A 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. As he sets Neshaminy down in order, and it remains a 6-2 game here in the McCaffrey's Game of the Day.
Huge inning for Schaefer, coming back after allowing 2 runs in the 3rd and had poor command in the 2nd. He comes down, shuts it down with a pair of strikeouts in the 4th. Huge frame for Quentin Schaefer.
And we are through 3.5 here at Vic Napolitano Field with Pennsbury in front 6-2. The game brought to you by DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by 3rd-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo, and he uses the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta dishes, all served in a very safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown. And we thank them for making portions of today's game possible here on WBCB. It's brought to you also as a public service by the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. And they want to wish the Falcons the best of luck in today's game and encourage you to support the Falcons, and hope you're enjoying today's game. And for complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group. Value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service. They do 10% military and law enforcement discounts on any service. You buy 3 tires, get the 4th free. All service performed by certified technicians. Peruzzi, big comfy waiting rooms at their dealerships with free Wi-Fi and early drop-off. Peruzzi service open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. It's on Saturdays. They're open 7:30 to 4:30. Peruzzi Auto Group service for all makes and models. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you. Brendan Zuckerman at the plate for Pennsbury. as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And Klingerman blows that one past him for strike one. Zuckerman 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a strikeout so far today. Sends that one out to right center field, and it's in the gap. Extra bases again for Zuckerman as he will cruise into second with a stand-up double.
Zuckerman just seeing Klingerman so well this series. Third double of the series off Klingerman.
And he's got power all the way up the middle. Right center there. Last time he was up, it was a double to left center. Ty Lee at the plate. He's also 1 for 2. Base hit his last time around. Rips that one down the third base line, but foul. An 0-1 count.
That ball was smoked.
I was like, oh, General, right? General Lee.
General Lee, yes.
General Lee, all right.
Go to the General and save some time.
Not an ad.
Jared Klingerman set, fires, curveball that's popped up. Mike Sassano under it and makes the grab for the first out here at the bottom of the fourth. So with a runner at second, it's Michael Sognes stepping up to bat for Pennsbury. Well, both of these teams have had huge success this season. For Council Rock North, they only lost to Council Rock South, and for Pennsbury, they only lost to Council Rock North. I feel like I'm getting those mixed up. Is that right?
Yeah, mixed it up. Neshaminy lost to North, Pennsbury lost to South, but neither have lost the series.
Both teams sweeping Truman, sweeping Ben Salem, basically going right through the league as Sognes, and they've been on a collision course here to.
It was always going to be Pennsbury and Neshaminy, and it always is just Pennsbury and Neshaminy. It always comes down to a thriller between these two teams, it seems.
Ball down low. But, you know, this year both teams kind of had to hold up their end of the bargain. Coming into this series, they both had only a single league loss. At one point, I thought Pennsbury might run away with the SOL Patriot division. But you saw Neshaminy just keeping pace with them.
Yeah, they said not so fast, Hermer.
1-0. Lined to right. Marable comes in and makes the catch, and they'll have a double play as he goes to second, and they double up.
Liam Weislack.
Yeah, Weislack out there.
Running around the bases.
So I got confused. It was a number I wasn't expecting. And a double play right there as Sognes lines out, and Dan Marable throws to second to double up Weislack. So Falcons again threatened, but again held without a run in the fourth. So still a 4-run game. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB, and we are now through 4. We'll be right back to Vic Napolitano Field for more high school baseball in a bit.
Since 1954, the name McCaffrey has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. And today, Patrick McCaffrey continues that tradition at Discount Auto, Business Route 1, Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine pre-owned family car, SUV, or van. Discount Auto. They're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCafferty, who supports the community. The name McCafferty means honesty, integrity, and great automotive sales and service. At Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
Today's game brought to you in part by DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza at 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown. And join us after the game. Ben will have our DiLorenzo's Player of the Game. You can catch that interview on the WBCB Sports Network, WBCB Sports on YouTube. Top of the fifth. And Matthew Grin leads off the inning for Neshaminy, takes down low from Quentin Schaefer. Schaefer has been pretty efficient with just 68 pitches thrown thus far. A manageable pitch count, but we do start to see some activity down in the right field bullpen. Pennsbury, some of their relievers starting to stir and maybe get loose. The 2-0. Line drive over the head of Sognus. Leaped for it, but couldn't quite come up with it. A base hit for Matthew Grin to start the fifth.
Well, we're starting to get down to end game, and Pennsbury's going to get some action out there. It looks like down there is left-hander Dylan Reller. And another one stretching down there with him.
Well, this is the guy you want at the plate for Neshaminy. Chase Bonner, 2 for 2 so far today with a base hit and a double. The runner takes off. Ty Lee throws down to second, but the throw not in time. Stolen base for Grin.
Grin had an excellent jump on that Schaefer curveball and got in there. Nice contest by General Lee. But
yeah,
better stolen base.
Pretty good pop time, but a good jump and good speed from Grin. That one up high to Chase Bonner. Well, the Falcons jumped out early in this one, had 3 runs in the bottom of the first, added 3 more in the bottom of the second as Schaefer winds and delivers. That one in there for strike 1. 2-1 count to Bonner. Then Neshaminy, they are not going to give up without a fight. They plated 2 in the third. 2-1. And now they threaten in the fifth. That one catches the inside corner, 2-2 to Bonner.
Yeah, it's only a 4-run lead for Pennsbury. With how this series has been going, that is nothing.
Yeah, and with the way this Neshaminy team has been able to score, maybe against another team it might seem like a big lead, but 2-2. Sliced foul out of play. But you know, any letdown against this team, and they are ready to come right back. And right now they're trying to chip their way back, get a little closer. 2-2. Out to right, Derek Crane under it. Tagging from second is Grin, and now he'll fake the takeoff, and he'll just stay at second. No advancement as Chase Bonner flies out.
Excellent play from Derek Crane out there in right field to launch that thing in, and it was right on the money, able to hold the runner at second. And may never been really tagging up anyway, but after that throw, it was definitely the right decision.
Man, Bonner sent that one a ways, Gus. I feel like it got just a little bit towards his hands a little too much. He didn't quite get out towards the end of the bat.
He wasn't able to extend as much on it, and for him not being able to get as much as he wanted on that ball, that thing still carried a good distance. It's just Derek Crane playing so deep out there in right field.
Yeah, and we're seeing that today. Today is a day where the ball has been carrying, not a ton of wind, so it's not like they're blowing around, but they're going a ways when you put them in the air today. 0-1 count to Law. Schaefer kicks and fires. That's a strike. Law today, 1 for 2. Got caught looking his first time up. Last time around, had an RBI double. Oh-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout 7 for Quentin Schaefer.
Big K right there, too. Schaefer really feeling himself in this one.
Up to bat is Noah Wallace. It's kind of cool to see Noah Wallace holding that big check on Tuesday, as he was the recipient of the Sean Fleming Memorial Scholarship. And before the game at Neshaminy on Tuesday, he was awarded the scholarship money. It's kind of a nice little ceremony pregame. Now hoping to do something in this biggest game of the year, the 0-1. Tipped into the glove of Lee for strike 2. Top of the 5th, 2 down. Schaefer fires the 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt and gets past Ty Lee. A wild pitch allows Grin move on up to third.
A fastball, and Schaefer just hooked it a bit too much into the ground and skipped under generally.
Yeah, not a bad 0-2 delivery, right? You want to try to get maybe somebody to offer it at something out of the zone. But tough one there, spiked and kind of just hopped over Ty Lee's shoulder. Schaefer has his pitch. 1-2 delivery. Struck him out. Noah Wallace goes down swinging, and the Neshaminy Redskins are set down in the top of the 5th. Strikeout number 8 for starting pitcher Quentin Schaefer. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. No runs for Neshaminy there. In the top half of the inning, it's still a 6-2 game. Falcons in front. And today's game brought to you by America's Mechanic. Right here in Fairless Hills, supporting Pennsbury High School, it's Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage on the corner of Hood and South Olds Boulevard, trusted by Bucks County drivers since 2001 for complete automotive repair and maintenance performed by expert ASC certified technicians. Fletcher's Garage is an official AAA auto repair facility. They stand behind every repair with a dependable warranty. PA state inspection and emission, oil changes, suspension service, tire service, heating and cooling. Take your car, SUV, or pickup to Fletcher's Garage for commitment, honesty, quality service. Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic, at Fletcher's Garage, Hood and South Olds Boulevard. And we thank them for making portions of today's game possible here on WBCB. 2026 is here, and around the corner, another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages are on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. Now on the mound for Neshaminy is Michael Ciccoletti. Ciccoletti takes over for Klingerman. Klingerman wraps up with 80 pitches today. And not sure if there's other defensive changes. We'll try to, I think that might be a straight switch.
Now batting number 5, Danny Seidler.
So Michael Ciccoletti will get to work at the bottom of the 5th. And he's facing Danny Seidler, Henry Garlitz, Derek Crane. Falcons with runs in the 1st and 2nd inning today, but since then have been held scoreless as Ciccoletti strike 1 to Seidler.
Final line for Kligerman, 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. 1 strikeout, 2 walks on 80 pitches, 51 of them for strikes. And while that may not look horrible, it could have been worse for Kligerman. At points, he limited the damage, and also in the 3rd and 4th, kept Pennsbury off the scoreboard after the first 2 innings, doing some serious damage. So he, after the 2nd, kept Neshaminy in this game.
And did what you want your starting pitcher to do. Hang in there, keep his poise, make big pitches, even though you got runners on base. Sometimes you got to slow the game down. Fouled back out of play, the 1-2 there for Seidler. But you're right, in a game where things could have gotten out of hand, he kept his team in this thing. And now that job rests on Michael Ciccoletti. Line drive to center, and Nick Sassano moves over a bit, makes the grab for the first out here in the 5th. So 1 down, nobody on for Henry Garlitz.
Sano giving Seidler a bit of a taste of his own medicine out there in center field with a nice ranging to his right and reaching up and making the grab. Center fielder on center fielder action.
Garlitz popped out last time around, takes inside for ball 1. Well, the winner here picks up the SOL Patriot Division title. And getting down to the, in a big game, now getting down to the biggest moments.
To the end game.
Pennsbury would love to have like a little more of a cushion. Ciccoletti there misses low and away, ball 3.
I mean, it's safe to assume, I guess maybe, that Schaefer has another inning in him. There's not much throwing going on down there in the bullpen. 83 pitches for Schaefer. He's got 9 strikeouts.
The 3-0. Down and in, ball 4 to Garlitz. He walks and is at first with 1 away for Derek Crane.
There's a double barrel down there in right field. It's, I believe Dylan Reller is the one left-hander, and then I think it's Colin Boraski is the right-hander.
We still have a lot of baseball in front of us, Ben, but you look at the job that Owen Hawks did yesterday and Quentin Schaefer did today as the runner takes off. Garlitz with a head-first slide into second. He picks up a stolen base. But we talked about, this game, the significance, a big game, and you're getting a big-time performance from Schaefer today. And looked a little dire there for a moment to start the 2nd inning, where he walked the first couple of batters on 8 straight balls. And then the next guy up, I think he missed the first, it was like 9 straight out of the zone before he was able to regain his composure. And when he did, he was able to make quick work of the rest of the inning and continue to keep Neshaminy scoreless at that point. The 0-1. But at this point, you look back to that second, looked a little iffy, and then
and after that, he was able to get out of it unscathed. Like, didn't give a run after that mishap. A couple balls hit hard in the 3rd, and then other than that, it's been
a good day.
Smooth sailing for Schaefer.
1-1. Fouled back to the backstop for strike 2 to Derek Crane. Meanwhile, for Pennsbury, it would just feel good to get back on the scoreboard here today after getting 6 early runs, but after that held scoreless by Ciccoletti and Klingerman. Out to center field, but right towards Nick Sassano. And the center fielder makes the play. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th.
Crane was looking for time there on that pitch, and once again did not get it from a home plate umpire. It's the 3rd time a Falcon batter has looked for time and doesn't get it.
Well, admittedly, some of these timeout calls are coming pretty late.
Yeah, they are. They're coming late, but they had plenty of time after it, too.
Finn Burke takes down low. The runner takes off. Garlitz steals 3rd. The ball overthrown, goes out to left field, and Henry Garlitz crosses the plate to make it 7-2. Yeah, Garlitz with the stolen base, and then a throwing error. Had the ball go all the way out to Matthew Grin in left field. Garlitz quickly popped up, and he cruises on home.
It's a huge run. Pennsbury needed a little bit of insurance, and they're gifted it to them in a bow-wrapped gift from their biggest rival.
And we talked about applying the pressure, getting runners in motion. 1-0 is down low. And right there, you say, you know, the old adage, make them make the throw, and overthrow.
Yeah, as long as the throw's good there, the run doesn't score.
2-0.
May not get him, but at least he
and in.
stays at 3rd. A little close to the field.
3-0 pitches in there. Finn Burke taken all the way. Fire up the Harley. It's
Hall and Davison.
regular red, white, and blue kind of afternoon here with high school baseball on BCB, as that one is lifted to right field. Dan Marable over to get it, makes the catch, retires Finn Burke on the flyout for out number 3. And we are through 5 complete. It's the McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB with the Pennsbury Falcons in front. They add a run here in the 5th. It's now 7-2.
Hey, BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School. Quentin Schaefer back to work as we go to the top of the 6th. Schaefer with 8 strikeouts on the day. He has held Neshaminy to 5 hits and 2 runs thus far. Here in the top of the 6th, it's Dan Marable, Sam Hitchin, and Dylan Cloud set to bat. And the righty who starts this 6th inning is at 84. 80, goes into the inning at 83 pitches here.
They need somebody to move a car that's double parked over here asking us because I see the headphones. I told them to go check out the children with the headsets. Yeah, they're high schoolers, seniors. They're not children at all. They're actually grown adults almost.
Hey, check out the Summer Leadership Institute, grades 9th through 12th, July 13th to the Yeah, I guess it's just a one-day thing.
July 13th, yeah.
It's a one-day thing.
July 13th to the 13th is how it's listed.
Well, it's at the Hun School. You can explore innovative, future-focused courses in AI systems, well-being, relationships, leadership, social innovation, much, much more. Find out more about the Hun School camps at hunschool.org/summer. A line drive for Dan Marable out to right. Derek Crane able to read that one and make the catch for one out here. It's a quick first out.
One pitch, one out. That ball was roped. Crane took a second to react to it, but was able to come in on it and make the grab.
Up to bat now, catcher Sam Hitchin. Hitchin 0 for 2 so far today. The 1-0. Grounded to short. Crane over to Zuckerman. A 6-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 6th.
Such an efficient 2 outs there. Just 3 pitches needed from Quentin Schaefer up to 86 on the afternoon. He's making quick work here in the second to last chance for the Skins.
DH Dylan Cloud at the plate, swing and a miss. Earlier in the game, there was a sharply hit foul ball that went right into the Neshaminy dugout and plunked Dylan Cloud. Seemed like it got him right on the head. Right away, he was waving off any help. It seemed like it didn't bother him at all, but it was, that ball had a lot of velo on the exit. That's like 0-2. These guys need to look out. Right there at these Penns, I don't know, at the high school level, you're exposed more than you are at like a major league game. Those guys are like down in, I don't know, they seem like they have a little bit more places to hide.
These dugouts are not exactly dug out.
You're right.
They're literally above ground. And there's no real protection. Everyone's standing out on the foot of the turf.
1-2 pitch here coming up to Dylan Cloud. Schaefer winds and fires. Whoa, close. Maybe a little low for ball 2. Schaefer already with 8 strikeouts on the day. Fires the 2-2. Up and in to run the count full.
He's looking to go up and in with that fastball, but just ran a little bit too high. And a little chin music for Cloud.
Well, one thing here, like the parking lot, you get the foul balls, but people park every different which direction out there.
It's the craziest parking lot ever.
3-2 gets them looking. And Dylan Cloud, a strikeout victim. That is out number 3 here in the 6th. And the Falcons now through 5.5. They're in front 7-2. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. And today's game brought to you by Fletcher's Garage, America's Mechanic. We thank him.
Speaking of this crazy parking lot, they just had to make an announcement. Somebody's double parked and blocking somebody. Can't get out.
Yes, well,
that was like the perfect timing. We were talking about how crazy this parking lot is, and that goes over the loudspeaker.
I knew that was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
Yeah, because that guy came up. He was asking about where I can make an announcement about people getting blocked in. Well, don't forget, if you miss any of the action today, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The Trentonian should do like an expose on this parking lot here at Pennsbury and how crazy it gets out there.
Well, it's going to be worse because they're starting to build the new high school this weekend, so they're closing off the far parking lot on the far other corner of the campus.
Well, that's for the students.
Yeah, but like
when graduation comes and other stuff, like there's going to be
a lot limited parking.
Nobody parks over here for graduation anyways.
Might have to now.
But here today, like, because it's such a big baseball game, a really significant softball game, you got all the normal traffic with the little leaguers here. It's wild out there. Hopefully we can make it out. As we are getting down to the final outs in this one.
I just came to the realization, I think I'm going to be at your graduation, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be there for my cousin, so I'm gonna see you too. I'm gonna cheer real loud for you, Ben.
I expect
so you'll hear me.
I expect a sign.
And your cousin today doing the PA announcement.
Yeah, he was the one that had to just call out the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the white one that's double parking. He didn't sound very pleased to do it either.
All right, bottom of the sixth, Carlton Crane pops this one foul, out of play.
When is your graduation, Ben?
June 15th.
I'm going to make sure to take off for that day.
Everybody pop out to my graduation. Me
not,
and Matt Daly's graduation,
Yeah.
June 15th.
They have not been able to keep Carlton Crane off the bases today.
He's been an absolute menace against this Skins team.
The 1-1 popped foul. Again, out of play, back to the Little League field. Stay with us after the game. We'll have our DiLorenzo's The Berg Player of the Game, brought to you by DiLorenzo's at 8919 New Falls Road. Took a little bit of a side hop, but Chase Bonner on it quickly. His throw not in time. Carlton Crane too quick. He legs out an infield base hit.
If any ball takes any sort of hop and any sort of misplay, Carlton Crane is going to beat it out. He is too fast, and he proves it once again with another infield single. And wish we had kind of how many infield singles he has this season. It feels like if he puts bat on ball and it's in the infield, he's going to beat it out.
I mean, that was so weird. It took almost like a sidewards hop and lost some of the momentum. And that was just enough for Crane to get the base hit. They have him picked off. The throw to second is in time. Carlton Crane tagged out as Noah Wallace able to throw down to Bonner for out number one.
It feels like we've had 30 to 40 pickoffs this series by Neshaminy, and finally they're able to execute on one. What might be their final shot. But they did it, like, it had to have been numerous times in game one. Yesterday, I think they did it 5 times.
Pierce Perry takes strike one.
I think we were north of 15.
Well, it's something that really seems strange now that it's been cut down at the major league level, the 0-1. So fouled off and no balls and 2 strikes to Pierce Perry. Ciccoletti down low. Trying to get him to chase, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Here to Perry. Had a walk and scored a run his first time around. A double in the second inning, and last time up, a fly out for Perry. Right there, takes wide, 2-2 count. That one up high. So what do you think? Quentin Schaefer gets the baseball. He's got 92 pitches so far, and what will the Falcons do in the 7th? They do have some arms warming up in the bullpen.
I'm just trying to think, what is the limit in high school? Isn't there a certain limit? I believe it's like 105 or something that they can't go past. So you still if that's the case, I don't know exactly if that's a number, if that's even a rule, but if that is the case, you still have 13 pitches to work with. You've had quick innings. Why not throw him out there, see if he can get it done? If he needs to be pulled, like you said, you have guys ready, but he has had a fantastic game today. Why not let him finish what he got started?
Yeah, or you look at it like, you know, you got the job done. You know, you did what we asked you to do. And bring in a fresh arm for that 7th inning. I think it might be the latter for Pennsbury, I think.
Yeah.
92 pitches, you're getting, again, up to that limit, as that's low in the dirt, ball one.
Even if you're not at a limit where you have to get taken out, a lot of MLB pitchers nowadays don't even go around this much.
105 pitches.
That was correct. Cool. My brain works sometimes.
The 1-0. Low and in for ball two to Zuckerman.
I wonder if they ever moved that car in the parking lot. I kind of hope it doesn't, so a tow truck has to tow it.
Well, that's unfortunate for us because that could be like tough getting out. You got a tow truck.
The 2-0 up the middle and out to center field for a base hit. Zuckerman now with 2 doubles and a single on the day. Certainly one of the guys who is in consideration for our DiLorenzo's, the Berg player of the game.
Absolutely.
7th hit of the series for Zuckerman.
And brings to the plate Ty Lee, who was our DiLorenzo's player of the game in yesterday's Pennsbury win.
The general?
Yeah, the general at the plate.
We got to stick with that.
I'll let the dugout
I'm sticking.
call him the general. Ground ball up the middle, diving stop by Chase Bonner, but it pops out of his glove and safe all around for the Falcons. They load the bases. Ty Lee, call that a base hit. And now he's got Perry at third, Zuckerman at second, Lee at first, and Michael Sognis at the plate.
Connor Zuchek out to run for Lee. That play by Bonner was almost one of the most ridiculous plays I've ever seen. Diving to his left, has it in his glove, just unfortunately pops out. He's not able to reconverse it before Lee made it to first, but an incredible effort by the rider commit Chase Bonner.
Boy, and we've seen that all game long, all series long from both of these teams, where the effort has been at like 110, as that one's ball one to Michael Sognis.
It's Pennsbury and Neshaminy. Not just, even if this game was for last place, these two teams are going to always have a heated battle. Bucks County's best rivalry.
Catches the inside corner right at the knees. Good spot there from Ciccoletti. Michael Ciccoletti, second arm used today by Neshaminy, came in relief of Klingerman. Looking to work his way out of a jam. Nice stop by Hitchin. Catcher smothers that one. 2-1 count to Sognis. Last time up, Sognis launched a line drive out to right field, but it was right at Dan Marable and ended up being a double play. 2-1 fouled off of Sognis.
The field umpire was letting us know. Foul!
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul!
He's been very emphatic
top
with
of
his
Yeah,
calls.
he's very vocal.
Making sure everybody hears him.
Foul!
What is it like?
Foul! Arms are up.
All right, infield again, drawn in for Neshaminy, trying to cut off the run. The 2-2 hits him, and that will force in run number 8 for Pennsbury. Sognis hit by the pitch, and Pierce Perry touches home plate, makes it an 8-1 game, 8-2 game, excuse me.
It's still a couple runs to go, but with only 1 out, bases loaded, Seidler is the considered 10-run rule run here. So if Seidler's able to get on, score, come all the way around with these other 3 guys on base, we could see the game possibly be over in this inning. Obviously, that's a lot. Like I said, 4 runs still to be held.
Held.
To be hold.
Oh, to be held. Okay.
In there for a strike one to Seidler.
I mess up words, but I didn't mess up that time.
I thought he called that a strike. They put a ball up on the
I thought he called it a
scoreboard.
strike, too.
Ball low and away.
Yeah, it is 1-1. Okay. Yeah.
1-1 to Seidler.
First one was a strike. See, me and you ain't going crazy, Chris.
Last time up, he squared one up and lined it out to center field, but Nick Sassano was up to the task. 1-1. Fouled out of play on the left side.
Ooh.
Got a car?
Yeah, got a car. I don't think it was a windshield, but it was a car.
Get Chris's Auto Body. They're our most recent sponsor. Jordan Hirsch approves.
So glad Jordan approves.
Long look here for Ciccoletti. Gets his pitch. Bases full here with a 1-2 delivery. Fouled out of play by Seidlers. He battles.
You know, all this parking talk and somebody had to move in a car because they couldn't get out. It's making me worried for when our game's up.
It's going to be a mad.
It's going to be a
wild out there.
madhouse, yeah.
Again, Ciccoletti, long look, big spot here. The 1-2 pitch down low in the dirt, and a good stop by Hitchin. Didn't know exactly where it was, but it was right there at his feet. And everybody's got to stay put. Another 2-2 delivery coming from Ciccoletti. Up high, and the count runs full.
Well, good at bat here by Seidler again. Seidler working ABs. And getting back in this one for a full count. It's down in the count now. Payoff pitch.
In there for a strike. Got him looking. Nice job by Ciccoletti. Gets a big second out. And Henry Garlitz steps up. Last time up, Henry Garlitz reached by way of walk, and then he stole second, stole third, and as the throw came into third base, it went out to left field, and he picked up a run on the throwing error. Fouls that one up and back behind the Pennsbury dugout. But his run in the fifth and the run here in the sixth, that give this ball game a whole different feel right now. And Pennsbury with an opportunity to blow this thing wide open. The 0-1 popped up, foul territory. Noah Wallace over there, a diving attempt there by Ciccoletti, and he just couldn't quite come up with it. I mean, we've talked about it a few times today about the effort and the want to. It's there for both these teams, and to see your pitcher make that type of attempt.
It looks scary for a second because
Tip of the
you
cap
can't really
to that
see
guy.
it, but where the dugout is, like kind of where the cutoff of where the players are allowed to stand and where's in play, there's a kind of a concrete barrier in between on the ground, and he slid right into that and over it.
So he hit the curb over there.
That's what it kind of looks like, a curb.
The 0-2 line drive out to right center field, and Henry Garlitz comes up with a 2-run single to extend the Pennsbury lead now to 10-2. Solid base hit. So now 3 runs for the Falcons in the 6th. And Derek Crane up to bat.
Good job of hitting there by Garlitz. Not doing too much with it, just taking that fastball the other way, putting it right in the gap, right center field. Get 2 more runs on the board, and yeah, they're feeling comfy, Pennsbury is.
Ball outside. And I think, you know, these runs late in the game kind of can allow them to go into their bullpen. You know, I don't think Schaefer is going to be out there in the 7th now. You got a big cushion. Let one of these other guys with a fresh arm go out there and finish the job. Down low in the dirt, the runner takes off as Garlitz goes from first to second. No throw from Neshaminy as
Yeah, and
They want to avoid a double steal or any trickery.
plenty of a lead here for Pennsbury, but with that runner on second, that is the game-ending run. You know, they would win by 10. That's the 10th run there on second. So Pennsbury trying to avoid that question of do they bring Quinton out or not. Let's just end it right here if you're Pennsbury.
Derek Crane, 1 for 3, takes upstairs for ball 3 from Ciccoletti. Two on here. Ciccoletti in danger of loading the bases, but finds the zone, makes it a 3-1 count to Crane.
Well, think about this. You go back to Tuesday. Pennsbury's offense squanders after the early innings. They suffer the loss. These last 2 days, these are back-to-back games with 10 runs for this Pennsbury Falcon offense.
And there's ball 4 to Derek Crane. And they might not be done, as they got 10 runs so far, but the bases loaded once again. And third baseman Finn Burke steps up to bat.
Like if someone were to tell you the Pennsbury is going to win game 2 of this series by 8 runs, and then they're going to come out the next day and possibly run rule Neshaminy to clinch the league, I mean, I would be surprised after watching that game 1. What a response from Pennsbury, and what a 2 games to clinch they're going to have. Of course, this game isn't over, but 10-2, bottom 6.
And the Falcons will have to shut the door on this Redskin attack in the bottom of the 7th. As that one popped up by Finn Burke, taken out to right field, and an easy play out there by Marable to make the catch for out number 3. It should be the top of the 7th is what we are heading to, as Pennsbury adds 3 more in the bottom of the 6th, and it is last chance time for Neshaminy. They find themselves trailing 10-8 here on the McCaffrey's game of the day. And McCaffrey's Food Markets, outstanding every day. Stay with us after the game for our DiLorenzo's the Berg Player of the Game. DiLorenzo's 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by Tyler DiLorenzo, and he uses the same recipes that his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. The only original Trenton tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, so much more. And right now, it's Pennsbury starter Quinton Schaefer out there on the mound as he looks to shut the door and potentially have a complete game victory in this SOL Patriot Division Championship game today. Again, Falcons have had some other pitchers getting warmed up, but they will, again, give the ball back to number 24. He has been outstanding with 8 strikeouts so far today. No, 9, right? He got Dylan Cloud to end the 6th, which was his 9th of the afternoon.
Yeah, he has been stunning today, Quinton Schaefer. He had the first inning where he threw just 9 pitches, the 9 straight balls in the second, a couple hard balls in the third, but outside of that, it's been electric stuff from Quinton Schaefer today. That curveball has been working here this afternoon, and he's looking to shut the door and clinch an SOL Patriot League title. He's 3 outs away.
For Neshaminy, it'll be the 9, 1, and 2 batters. Nick Sassano, Mike Sassano, and that's a good start for Neshaminy as Nick Sassano with a base hit to right.
Well, something you got to remember is Pennsbury, they have some troubles closing out ball games, and a lot of that has come in the 7th. They're up by 8, but there's been instances where they've been up by this poor margin, and games get close. They get to 5 runs, 4 runs, 3 runs. So something to take note of is Pennsbury struggles to close out these ball games.
And now you have this potent part of the Neshaminy lineup with Mike Sassano, Matt Grin on deck, Chase Bonner in the hole. Ball 1 to Sassano. Sassano 1 for 3 with a base hit and a run scored. Takes upstairs. Nearly got him. Falcons in front on the softball diamond, up 3-2 in that game. And trying to win an SOL Patriot Division crown here against Neshaminy. That's ball 3 to Sassano.
Chris got Pennsbury down 3-2. Guest on top on that scoreboard.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
The 3-0 is ball 4. So a base hit and a walk. We'll put 2-1 for Neshaminy and prompt a mound visit. Looks like this is going to be the end of the afternoon for Quentin Schaefer. 97 pitches thrown for the Pennsbury righty. Pitching change for the Falcons. You know, we're going to step aside as the new pitcher gets warmed up. Now, Baraski coming in. So we will be right back to Vic Napolitano Field in just a moment.
You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu.
Matthew Grin steps up to bat for Neshaminy with 2 on, nobody out in the top of the 7th. And it's Colin Baraski who takes over on the mound for the Pennsbury Falcons. The righty winds and delivers his first pitch of the afternoon. It's in there for strike 1.
Quentin Schaefer goes 6 innings, allowing 6 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, and he hit a batter. A great performance by Quentin Schaefer. It's just a 9+. He is responsible for runners on first and second, so that line not fully closed.
The 0-1. Down and in.
But Baraski is a story, of course. His older brother, Tyler Baraski, was the catcher here for many years. But Baraski had a Tommy John surgery just a season ago, would have been a part of that bullpen, couldn't be, and here he is in his senior season looking to close out the SOL Patriot League.
The 1-1 on the ground off of Baraski's glove. His glove comes off. He picks up the baseball, throws to first in time to get Matthew Grin 1 away in the 7th.
Good composure, though, by Baraski. Ball screens right back at him, flung his glove off, not getting too worried about it. Lock in, don't worry about the glove, just find the ball, quick play over to first.
So we talk about the district standings, and when this series started, it was Neshaminy at 6, Pennsbury at 7. Or am I getting that? No, Pennsbury at 6, Neshaminy at 7. Right now, Neshaminy is in the 4 spot when it comes to the district. There are still other games that have to go on that will determine power points as that comes up and in to Chase Bonner.
Well, they have Neshaminy at 4, but they also list them at 12-1 and Pennsbury at 12-2. Both these teams are 12-2. So the game for Neshaminy has not been registered. The loss yesterday.
Oh, and then there's other teams that have to play each other, which will determine the power points. As Bonner fouls that one out of play. Sounds like a big.
I think Pennsbury just hit a walk-off homer.
Yeah,
for the
Pennsbury
softball
now
team.
up 6-3.
Oh, no, there's still an inning left, but they just hit a 2-run homer to take the lead. Wow, oh, wow.
And here Colin Boraski looking to close out this game.
It was a grand slam.
The 1-1. Yeah, they just kept putting numbers up on that
Yeah,
scoreboard.
it was 3-2. Now it's 6-3. A grand slam in the bottom of the sixth for the Falcons to take the lead in the softball game. Wow. Some fireworks from both games.
Chase Bonner, an absolutely gritty player. The 2-1 rips that one, but it's foul down the first baseline. Just out in front of that pitch a little bit, but you see he is out there to try to barrel one up. But Neshaminy, they have given themselves a Mount Everest type of task to try to come back in this one, try to climb this mountain, down 8 runs.
Just for caution, Pennsbury does have Connor O'Brien warming up in the bullpen.
Boraski set his payoff pitch, ground ball foul.
Little exchange of the balls as the bullpen ball comes all the way down to the dugout and the in-play ball goes all the way down to the bullpen. So I'll trade you a game ball for the bullpen ball.
But what a series this has been. Opened up with an Neshaminy win. Pennsbury with a big bounce back. Payoff pitch from Boraski. Ground ball to shortstop. Carlton Crane, gloves and throws to get out number 2.
Run does score, so it is 10-3, but Pennsbury 1 out away.
And up to bat is Brandon Law.
I wonder if there's going to be any kind of celebration from this Pennsbury team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like there have to
and
be.
rightly so. You lock up a league title, you're going to be able to hang another sign.
Yep.
This potentially will be the 24th league championship for this Pennsbury team. And they're 1 out away.
First back-to-back. They haven't done it since 1990-91.
Fouled out of play.
4 in the, if my math is right, 4 in the last 5 years.
And one of those years was a Neshaminy league title.
Yeah, just 2024.
2024, the lone year.
The 0-1 from Boraski. Lined into the glove of Brendan Zuckerman, and that's the ball game. The Pennsbury Falcons win it 10-3, and indeed, they celebrate as they pick up the SOL Patriot Division with a 10-3 win over their rivals, Neshaminy. Well, what do you say, Ben? Pretty, great job by Pennsbury to jump on this team early. 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, and they did not look back from there. You know, they still got a little extra, needed maybe a little extra. They had 4 more runs in the late innings, but hard to hold this Pennsbury team down. Another 10-run performance here for the Falcons.
They played their brand of baseball, and that's going to be scoring runs in you early and preserving that lead, and not too much trouble ending this game off as Colin Boraski, a year removed from missing a season with Tommy John surgery, he's on the bottom of the pile to celebrate with his teammates. What an image, what a season for Pennsbury, and they will have a bye in the first round of the playoffs and raise their 2nd straight SOL Patriot League banner out in right field.
All right, I want to see if we can find more gift certificates. Can we do multiple players of the game today? Because one of the guys I think certainly deserves recognition is Quentin Schaefer. Came out, was masterful on the mound, threw 97 pitches before he was pulled from this game, but held Neshaminy off balance all day. Just did a great job of hitting his spots, moving the ball around. So that's one of the guys who I would put into a player of the game nominee. What do you guys think?
I think
Gus, who's your player of the game?
The way Schaefer played today, you can't not look at him and consider him the player of the game. But I wish we had a player of the series award, because I would give that to Brendan Zuckerman. Without Zuckerman in this series, Pennsbury has, a slighter shot of winning all these games, winning this series, coming out on top. Zuckerman had an absolute phenomenal fire series, was red hot. I think he deserves it. If not him, definitely Schaefer with the almost complete game.
All right, those are two guys, Ben. I want you to come up with a third. We're not going to talk to three different guys, but there certainly are a lot of different Falcons that deserve recognition here today in this game. Carlton Crane is one of those guys who stands out to me.
Yeah, he's definitely in there. I mean, there's so many Pennsbury Falcons that have stepped up throughout the season, and you guys are just going to have to stay tuned to see who gets the gift card.
Whoa, excitement.
Yes.
And, I think Carlton Crane went like 4 for 4 today. They could not keep him off the bases at all. Hey, Ben, before you get out of here, we wanted to, again, recognize the work that you've done for WBCB.
Absolutely.
Kind of wrapping up a big game here today, and I think we probably have a lot of folks out there checking out the game from Pennsbury and from Neshaminy. And you've done a great job from your freshman year through your senior year being part of WBCB, and maybe you've started a little bit of a thing now. I think Evan Hartenstein might be doing some work with us in the fall when it comes to high school football season, kind of what you did, stats, and maybe a role that will expand as we move along with Evan.
Yeah, you're in good hands with Evan. He's a good kid, has really progressed in his career, but I think we'll have more sentimental stuff on Monday on senior recognition. We'll celebrate this Patriot League crown here, but I thank both of you for the kind words.
Hey, and what a way to wrap it up, Ben, where you get a league championship here. That was one of the things that we always we hoped that like the football season, that didn't quite go the way we were hoping necessarily.
Basketball was looking
Had a lot
good.
of high hopes for basketball.
Then it started to tail off at the end, but this baseball team really made it proud for Ben in his final series on us with WBCB. 12 seasons, basketball, football, baseball, 4 years. That's 12 different seasons he's been a part of this. So, an absolute era that's gone now with Ben.
Yep, at the end of an era. All right, well, Ben, we better let you get to the interview, as he's got our DiLorenzo's player of the game. And big thanks to the crew here, Jordan Hirsch behind the camera. Thanks to Ben for doing his thing. And Gus Barber, our video engineer, always a stellar job. And thanks to you for being with us. Thanks to all of our sponsors as well. And great community support for all of the high school baseball, basketball, football that we do, from the likes of Team Toyota, the Riviera Restaurant, BCWSA, Discount Auto. Thanks to McCaffrey's Food Markets. I mean, what a steadfast supporter. Again, the McCaffrey's game of the day, with the Falcons getting a 10-3 win to lock up the SOL Patriot Division. Thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group, DiLorenzo's Pizza. Again, Ben will have our D-Lo's player of the game here, the Berg Pizza, powering Pennsbury baseball. Thanks to Fletcher's Garage, America's Mechanic with Fred Fletcher, the Peruzzi Auto Group, the Trenton Thunder, the Trentonian, and the Hun School of Princeton. Check out all of those Hun School camps. More information available about all of their offerings at hunschool.org/summer, their Leadership Institute, their Discovery Camp. Again, Hun School, great facilities. Check out the Hun School camps at hunschool.org/summer. All right, Coach Pacey and the boys still huddled up going over today's victory, and Ben will be talking to our players of the game. I hope we get multiple guys to talk with us. Those interviews you'll see on YouTube at WBCB Sports as the Falcons continue the celebration. SOL Patriot Division champs. Thanks to the crew. Thanks to you. One final time here from Vic Napolitano Field. It was Pennsbury 10 and Neshaminy